In the meantime, we'll run through our weekly award winners for this week, which we do not do at the top of the call, so bear with us while we do that. The American Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Week is Navy quarterback Keenan Reynolds. He had a hand in 4 touchdowns in Navy's 28-18 win at UConn, extended Navy's winning streak to 7 games. Reynolds rushed for a game-high 142 yards with 3 touchdowns on 28 carries. It was 3 or 4 passing for 40 yards and another TD. Moved into second place on the NCAA's career rushing touchdowns chart. He has 73, leaving him 4 shy of the NCAA all-time record for rushing touchdowns held by Wisconsin's Monty Ball. Incidentally, also the second straight week in which Reynolds rushed for exactly 142 yards. The American Defensive Player of the Week is William Jackson III, senior cornerback from Houston. He's from Houston, Texas. He helped Houston remain unbeaten as the Cougars were 59-14 winners against Texas State. Had a 35-yard interception return for a touchdown and a first-quarter fumble recovery, which he returned 13 yards. Jackson's pick 6 ended a streak of 223 passes without an interception for the Texas State QB, and Jackson's third in the American in passes defended at 1.3 per game. The Special Teams Player of the Week is Memphis punter Spencer Smith, a sophomore from Noonan, Georgia. Averaged 52.7 yards and 6 punts in Memphis' 53-46 win against Cincinnati, helping to extend Memphis' winning streak to 11 games. Those are our players of the week. We'll run through our 5-man honor roll if time permits through the rest of the call. But in the meantime, we move on now to East Carolina University and head coach Ruffin McNeill. The Pirates are 2-2 overall, 0-1 in the American Athletic Conference. East Carolina was in action Saturday against Virginia Tech, and ECU won the game 35-28. Up next for the Pirates will be this Saturday at SMU, 4 p.m. Eastern Time start on ESPN News. Coach, thank you so much for joining us on the call this morning. If you would take a minute to tie up the win against Virginia Tech and then tell us what you expect to see as you resume conference play on the road against SMU, please.
Yes, sir. Was a great win on Saturday. You know, we had lost 2 tough games, 2 really good teams, Florida and Navy, and to bounce back was great. I thought the fans, Pirate Nation, came out in full force. We got rain the entire game and didn't stop them. They made a big difference, gave us a lot of energy within the stadium. Anytime you fall behind a game facing a good teams, all of our schedules, I told our team we'll face top teams, and you fall behind early, and you coming off of 2 consecutive losses. The way you react can tell you a lot about your team, and I like the resiliency and the guys' way to handle adversity, the staff as well. I thought the team all week long stayed dedicated to the task and to the game plan. And a lot of these games that we play, all the games of this type, especially with talented opponents, just like this weekend at SMU, the game comes well before the kickoff, you know, by practicing how you prepare and how you work during the week. But I was proud of our guys and how they stayed dedicated to that. And even though it was tough coming off those 2 physical games, how they stayed dedicated all week to the preparation of the game and the game plan, like I mentioned earlier. And we know how tough it's going to be on the road versus SMU. Chad's doing a really good job, like I had no doubt he would. And I've had a chance to see him on TV, I think once maybe. Watched film yesterday, and you start on offense and what he's done everywhere he's been. You know, he's a great hire for SMU, number 1. But Matt Davis on the quarterback is strong, athletic, great arm. Has experience, and Chad does a great job using him and his ability. He's got some really good receivers. They alternate a lot. Really good talent at receivers. The offensive line is really good technique-wise, played very hard, great pad level. And I like the freshman running back in Xavier Malone too. He's done a really good job for him, and with the Chad's offense, he features all of the positions, and that's I knew he would though. He's done it everywhere he's been. Defensively, Van's done a great job on defense, and he will. He's experienced. He's been there before, and you see Jonathan Yinger, number 1. He's a linebacker, and he plays extremely hard, lead of the team. You see on film, he's a playmaker and very physical, great instincts. Justin Lawler, the defensive end, 99, got range and length, and really active player too, really good pass rusher, and And on the back end, Darius Richardson is a guy that stands out, and he's got long. I like that. I like him a lot. He's got length, and again, like I mentioned about Justin, returning starter, has played in a lot of games, and he's a playmaker too on the back end. Does a really good job. Special teams, of course, they'll be as well. Got a great return guys, a lot of skill positions. So we know we have our hands full, and I know they come out a tough loss this past weekend, but I know they'll be ready for us, and we got to make sure we have great preparation this week.
Questions for Coach McNeill, please. *1 on your telephone to join the queue. The operator will introduce you.
And we'll go to Dan Tortora with Dan Tortora Broadcast Media.
Hi, Ruffin. How you doing today?
Hey, Dan. How you doing?
Doing well. Congratulations on the victory.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
When you said to me last week that you liked what James Summers had shown you in practice, obviously a lot of people got to see exactly what that meant in this past game against Virginia Tech. Just what you can say about his performance and what you saw in him before putting him into that game.
Well, he was a great quarterback in high school, and we got a chance to recruit him before. And Dan, we really were trying to replace Justin Harding, and we had told him think wide out, think receiver. And his first comments to me were, well, it was, Coach, I would do whatever you want me to do to help the team. That's why I knew we wanted him a part of our program. And then with the injuries to Kirk in camp, Blake moved up, and we had to move James back, which that's why these first 3 weeks I thought it was very important for us to be patient with him and let him learn the offense and let him feel comfortable. And David Nickel, our offensive coordinator, did a great job of just grooming him. And then during the game, it was we had a plan even last week that we were going to play both quarterbacks, and we'll do the same because they both have really good skills. You got two guys, Dan, who did not expect to be starting, who now are starting, and their talents sort of complement one another. Blake is calm customer and comes from a winning high school program, so he's able to fight through adversity. And James also led his team to state championship here in North Carolina. So I like the way both those guys are prepared, and they're great teammates, Dan. They get along, they room together on the road. They lived together when James first got here, so it's a unique relationship, and they really feed off one another.
And as far as the future with Blake and James, you had made mention that, we'll see them both out there. How would you like to use them going forward? How well can they play off each other in your plan?
Well, I think they can. I mean, as we've been in practice, we give them share reps, and because they are experienced guys, they're thankfully not freshmen. They both had to work very hard to get here through junior college. Both of them are great teammates, and I think they will. Both of them complement one another. They share. I mean, during practice, then you see when one's on the field, the other one's watching. They come off, they're talking, and during the games, they're right there with each other. They sit beside this, they room together on the room, that kind of thing. So we'll keep, finding places to use them and use their abilities.
Thanks. I appreciate it, Ruffin.
Yes, sir.
We'll go next to Dick Weiss with The American.
Hey, Coach Dick Weiss, how are you? Congratulations.
Thank you. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you very much. Listen, you have a history of producing very good passing quarterbacks, but it looks like you added a running game to your component against Virginia Tech, and were very successful under rainy conditions.
Yeah, we did a little bit with Shane as he got older. The defenses are so fast and athletic. A lot of guys are going to either the 4-2-5 package with 4 down linemen, 5 DBs, or 3-4 to get a lot of athletes on the field. So you have to try to keep them honest with the run game and also with the quarterback run game too as well. So we've had it integrated a little bit, but we felt like one of the things we wanted to do was, okay, here's the guys, these two guys, after losing Kirk early, okay, what do they do best? And Dave and the offensive staff did a really good job of using both guys and what they do well. Blake can also run it as well too. So we just got to keep working on that, keep improving on those two guys working together and trying to add that to the package, as well as keeping our same offense of trying to stretch the field a little bit vertically and horizontally, but add some running game, because that's very important in this league.
Coach, your fans really seem to support this team. You've had 11 straight home sellouts now. Can you talk a little bit about the culture of football at East Carolina and why it's so attractive to your fan base?
Well, it began even when I was playing here. The stadium was maybe 35, but it's always they've had a passion for all athletics, but football is one that people plan their weddings and operations around the games. I met this lady, sweet young elderly lady. She's young, came to camp. She planned her heart stint around Our Ladies Clinic and in between Meet the Pirates, so she wouldn't miss anything. And she postponed she had her 2 knee replacements after the season.
Wow.
But not, yeah. So, I've been asked to monitor weddings. I said, I'm not ready to do that yet, but it's a great experience. And, they really come out and support the team, and I'm proud of them. And even under wet conditions and rainy conditions on Saturday, they stayed through the entire time and gave support to the kids, and I appreciate that. They come to the kids that we have here are probably like our fans. You always have to fight for everything you get, and the fans identify with them, and I really appreciate their support. And every week, 11 straight sellouts, and it's the same. And you know what? We've traveled well on the road too, as well. So I'm really proud of them.
You've had a history of success now against ACC teams.
Yeah, well, it's one of those. I'm glad to get a win, especially this one this week. It was we would have 2 games. I was going, boy, we're in that, but you have to be patient. We have to replace a lot of guys, and it takes some games. And those games, 3 games we played were not forgiving games. You had a little margin for error, just like on Saturday, and you had to. Florida was playing well, and they're very talented, and Max will do a great job down there. And then I know Kenny would have his team ready, great team, and great quarterback and running backs and slot backs in that team. And so really off forgive. So to get a win, boy, was just want to win by 1 and get out of there, guys. Said whatever we do, just win by 1 and run before they change the score. So anyway, it was a great win for us, and I was very happy to get that one.
Coach, thank you very much. It's nice talking to you.
Yes, sir. Me too. Thank you.
And we'll go next to Ronnie Woodard with the Greenville Daily Reflector.
Hey, Ruff, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Ronnie?
Good,
doing good. Yeah.
Looking at the schedule really for SMU and y'all, SMU has played some really good non-conference teams, and y'all played some emotional games at Florida, and obviously a big win against Virginia Tech. How do you think both teams kind of transition from those type of games and back to conference play? Especially for y'all, you're 0-1 in conference and kind of need to even that conference record a little bit.
Well, the way we've done it from the beginning is just stay dedicated, and this is just stay dedicated to the team and embracing your role and understand that each day, making sure you get better each rep, and not the game is on Saturday, so we got a few days between that, but today is very big for us to have a great planning day by the coaches, and the kids will come in on their own and watch video and film, and then tomorrow have a big installment. That's the biggest day, is getting everything in on Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll take it on our half. You got tested in non-conference schedule. I know Chad feels the same way. You find out a lot about your team and how they handle situations and how they react to situations. And, I'm sure Chad found this out. But with us, we found that, even after 2 tough losses, we got down by 14 in the first quarter. A lot of teams may have quit, and this team did not. They believed in each other and our coaches, and it was good to see everybody. We're good to come out and see that part. So it's always a constant learning. So we'll see how this week goes in preparation. I expect us to prepare well. We have to have a chance to have success on Saturday.
Okay, got it. Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Coach, we thank you for your time this morning. We look forward to talking to you again next Monday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.